spending about a week or two each summer at our grandma's house. As she lives only about 10 minutes away, we've been pretty lucky to have a very close relationship with her. We've known her since before we could physically remember. A lot of our bond with her came from our time together at Camp Via Campana, with Via Campana just being the name of the street she lived on. Although, as I've been thinking recently, I've realized that the time we'll have with her is running out quicker than any of us had realized, and honestly, it's a little distressing. But before that, what exactly is Camp Via Campana? Well, to be honest, it's whatever we feel like on a given day. We have our lazy days where we spend the entire time inside our grandma's living room just watching her favorite news show or listening to hilarious stories about our dad's childhood. We also have our more active days where we go out and get lunch and picnic by the ocean, or even just find a quiet people-watching spot and observing the people that go past, coming up with little stories about their lives. Every now and then she'd even hand us a map, drop us off downtown, and challenge us to find our way back up to her house. It was these times, discussing the news and watching the world around us, that formed the core of our bond with our Nona. And looking back on it, it seems like I may have taken those times for granted a bit. As I said, the time we have with her is running out much faster than any of us would like. This summer, I don't have a lot planned in terms of internships or jobs, but this may be the last summer for a while where that's the case. And knowing how ambitious my sister is, the same is probably true for her. The time I have with my Nona is it's the only time I have to really learn about our family's traditions. It's the only time I have with her to take notice of the world moving around me. And it's just as important to her as it is to us. Me and Katie make up half of all the grandkids she has, and living right next to her, we're probably the closest as well. Our time at Camp Via Campana has been fundamental to the relationship that we have with her and that she has with us as well. And I don't know how many summers we have left to spend with her. I don't know how long we have left to spend with her, but I do know that I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to savor every week we have left with her. And I know not all of you may have grandparents, and those of you that do may not be the closest with them, but I implore you too, as well, to make the most of the time you have with them. If not just for your sake, then for their sake as well.